With each step on the trail, hikers are closer to helping grant wishes to kids with critical illnesses, and there are more than 300 kids waiting to have their wishes granted, and you can help by signing up for the Make-A-Wish, South Carolina's largest fundraiser, the Trailblaze Challenge, coming up in May, but there are only a few information sessions left.
So making sure you are covered and you got it all down. We have got Miss Amanda Osborne with Make-A-Wish South Carolina, along with Wish Dad, Trailblaze alum, veteran lover, all the things, workout early in the morning, Charlie Halls. Good to see you here.
Yeah, thank y'all so much for joining us on the couch. So for folks, Make-A-Wish is one of the most trusted nonprofits around. Talk a little bit about the need for these wishes, and there are some kids waiting on those wishes to be granted right now.
Absolutely. Make-A-Wish South Carolina is a local nonprofit. We are headquartered right here in Greenville, and we're going to grant 250 wishes for kids with critical illnesses this year. About 300 kids are waiting, and 112 of those right here in the upstate. So every single dollar we raise through Trailblaze means that we can grant another wish and make another child's life-changing wish come true.
I love that. And Charlie, tell me your experience with.
Yeah, so my son Matthew was diagnosed with a pediatric brain tumor about 12 years ago when he was 8. He's doing great, senior at Wade Hampton High School. But my family and I, after Make-A-Wish sent us to Maui for Matthew's wish trip, we decided to pay it forward. And I said, hey, everybody in the family is going to do the Trailblaze Challenge at some point before the end of your life. So I'm 2 out of 5.
There you go.
So I was able to do it with my son Charlie back in 2019, and then my daughter Ella, who's a sophomore at Clemson. We just did it together a few months ago. So I got my purple shirt for being a redo.
Oh, redo, you've done it twice. That's a lot of work, and how full circle too that you did it with your son.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Matthew, the Wish kid, he's next in line.
He's next.
He and my wife are currently having a debate about who's not going to be next. So he's enjoyed supporting it. He's been at the finish line both times we've finished, and it's been a great experience for our family.
I love that. They can come battle it out at your gym and see whoever
right.
wins. Doesn't have to do it. But talk about this Trailblaze Challenge, because Jamarcus has some fun news about this too.
He does. So right now we're recruiting. Folks are probably thinking 28 miles seems completely impossible, but the truth is,
in one day,
in one day.
In one day. Okay.
But we start recruiting now because we will do extensive training with everyone, and so there are group training opportunities, there are educational opportunities to learn about the right shoes, the right pack, stretching, nutrition, all of those things. So you begin your prep now if it's your New Year's resolution to get outside or get healthy or do something good for the community, and then when the hike rolls around in May, you are ready to go, and 28 miles is tough, but it's doable.
And of course, you're doing it, you're thinking about the kids and the wishes you're going to be granting because of this. It's a fundraising opportunity as well. And I went to one of the information sessions. You guys lay out pretty quickly about how to do this, some creative ideas you can come up with to raise that money, but the reasons why. You can't watch the video and not say yes to it. And so it's like one of those things that's really impactful, both physically, but also emotionally, and for the charity as well.
Absolutely, the why is so important, and telling your story. So Charlie obviously has a personal story to share, but I imagine everybody in our community has been touched by critical illness or knows a Wish kid and has a story to share in some way. And wishes aren't just nice, they're necessary. We find that our research says 90%, 95% of the kids who are getting wishes, it improves their medical outcome.
I can only imagine. And is this like a certain trail that everybody hikes together?
It is, and so we'll do training all over different trails, and you'll see new parts of the state that you've never seen before in the training program. But we'll be on the Foothills Trail for the final hike weekend in the upstate.
And the Foothills Trail is a jewel of the upstate. It's a beautiful trail to get out on. There's a hike happening on May 2nd. That's the upstate hike, but there's also one happening in the Midlands.
Yes, and so if that May date doesn't work for you or you want less challenging terrain, we do a hike based out of Sumter in mid-April, and that is a little bit flatter. And some folks find they like that one better, or some folks just want to collect all the different shirts, and so they do them all.
Charlie's getting us a rainbow of shirts. I love it. You clearly chose the steep one.
Of course, right? Since we're talking about it, I feel like I have to show this right. So my challenge is accepted.
Yay!
So I'm going to be doing the Trailblaze Challenge May the 2nd. For people watching that are wanting to join in and do this with us, give us those information sessions. You have to attend one of those sessions to kind of get ready for it.
Yes. The easiest way is to go to sctrailblazechallenge.com and sign up for either Thursday evening or Saturday afternoon. We're also going to offer a few virtual sessions. So if you can't get to one of those, sign up for a virtual session, join me via Zoom, and I'll give you all the details and give you the link to get signed up. We have 75 spots on our team for the spring, and so we want to make sure that we give everybody the opportunity to hear all about it and decide if it might be right for them.
Charlie, any tips for?
Yeah, what can you tell me, Charlie?
Well, I'm sorry I can't make it to see you hike, but I already donated to you, Jamarcus, so you're one more donation. But yeah, both my daughter and my son, we didn't do a lot of the warm-up hikes. We should have. We felt like we could just show up.
You just showed up.
So we paid for it on game day. So I would say definitely go to some of the training hikes, or at least put 30 pounds on and walk around your neighborhood a couple days a week, because 28 miles in one day, it's a lift. But it's awesome being out on the trail with folks that love this mission, with other Wish families. And the coolest thing is when former Wish kids that are now healthy enough to come hike actually out on the trail. Just stumble upon them at mile 18 and have a great conversation on the trail, and that's the beauty of the hike.
That's what it's all about.
I love it.
And Amanda always says people that start this, they leave changed, and so I'm looking forward to that. Thank you all for allowing me to do it. And my coworker Dan Bickford did it a few years ago, so I'm bending his ear about how to help as well. So Charlie, thank you so much for all the work that you do and for the donation. We really appreciate it. Again, sctrailblazechallenge.com is the website to go take advantage of those information sessions.
And then how can we donate to you? Will you put a
I'll
link
be
or something?
this television show is going to be, it's going to turn into the Make-A-Wish South Carolina show for the next few months. So you're going to find out plenty of ways.
We'll do it. So thank you so much. Great to see both of y'all. And congrats, dude.
Thank you. I'm excited.
Yes.